First of all, let me just say, Virgos, y'all came out on my last Virgo reading. I've never had so many views in my life. Thank you so much. So much, so much, so much. Sincerely, from the bottom of my heart. You don't even know how much y'all's support was, like, how much it meant to me. I've been in a very difficult place in my own spiritual journey and everything, and so to have that amount of support come through in my last Virgo reading, like, just really rocked my world. There's a pain in my back now, in my heart chakra between my shoulder blades, often where I say, like, your wings would sprout if you have wings. And that's what I mean. You guys gave me wings last time. Like, you really, really did. So right off the bat, I just want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my own little Virgo heart. That being said, welcome to the Sapphire Spider Oracle channel. If it's your first time being here, thank you so much for being here. And if you are a returning listener, I so appreciate you being here. I am starting to accept donations for my reading, so if you're feeling generous, please check out my Cash App info in the video description below. And let's get started. I'm working with my Super 7 crystal today. This sucker is powerful, so I also have some black tourmaline in here to ground this energy. And I'm using the Wildwood Tarot today and the Spirit Animal Oracle. So let's get started. We are in an eclipse portal. We are in Mercury retrograde. We're in Saturn retrograde. We're in all kinds of astrological shifts. The day I record this is the new moon and solar eclipse energy, so we're definitely kind of checking in with that. But let's just see what's coming out for your message, Virgo. Start with Spirit Animal, and that's the one. There's also people zipping up and down my neighborhood on, like, four-wheelers and stuff, so if you hear that, that's what's up. All right. Elephant Spirit, number 25. Learn from the past. 25 is a great number. It's like a very much a mirror number, like a 2 and a 5 look very identical, so it's like having back-to-back numbers, a mirror number. You're reflecting a lot at this time, and you are learning from the past. Elephants are symbols of a lot of wisdom, and I love that this elephant doesn't even just have big ears. They have wings on the top of their head, and look at this beautiful blue third eye coming through, just like magnificent crown energy and third eye energy coming through. It's also pointing out to me right now these other orange dots. It's just talking about like your whole, that's what I'm saying, Super 7, you have 7 chakras. It's very much talking about like that full alignment, right? And it's almost like these are some chakras. It feels like these are like some chakras in a way like you've completed. So it's like you're very much working on your crown and third eye with these big old elephant ears. That was funny. It just referenced my little elephant ear plant I have outside. That's what I mean. Who I've actually named Sir Elefante. When I was a little kid, I couldn't say elephant, so I said Elefante. So I named my elephant ear plant Sir Elefante. There's some throat chakra clearing for sure coming through here in the last couple of readings. So that's part of it. But with these big elephant ears, it's like it's very much showing me how they'll kind of like flap them like wings in a way, and it's like their ears are so big, and because they're so sensitive and they can hear everything. It just said clairvoyant. It's like you were just clairvoyant. It said as fuck. Clairvoyant as fuck. And that's where there's a lot of energy coming through for sure for review right now, through this Mercury retrograde, through this eclipse portal, because you're moving forward. So in order to move forward, there's a lot of things you're learning from your past. And I mean, for sure, like during this Mercury retrograde, I've been reviewing stuff that happened like 10, 11 years ago, things from childhood. Like there's been all kinds of references popping up in my aura field, is what it wants to say, in my energy field. There's a lot of lessons to be reaped from the past. It's not that you need to dwell there, but you definitely have a lot of wisdom to reap from that, and that's where your ears are so big, because you are not just listening to the present, and you are not just listening to the future with your clairvoyance. You are listening to things from the past, and you are learning through that, and it is opening your third eye, clearing through your throat chakra, building your magnificent crown. eyes got kind of heavy in here. There's definitely like some tiredness. There's some tiredness in here. Okay, it wants me to mention, and while I'm pulling cards, it wants me to mention that, like, I have a thyroid condition, and in the past, there was, like, I was talking to, actually, a Taurus friend about that yesterday, or today, actually. It greatly affected my life. It makes me sleep a lot when my medicine's kind of, like, out of balance and stuff, but that's what made me who I am, because of the fact that I sleep very heavy and I sleep very often. My main gift is dreams and dream interpretation, and I make artwork of my dreams. I use Photoshop to make artwork of the dreams that I've had, and it's like literally what I do. It is what I do, and that's what led me to my spiritual path. Actually, was something that I found to be very shocking and detrimental to my life, such as that illness made me who I am. And that is what this card is really bringing to me right now, is like your gifts are brought on sometimes by things that you thought were curses in a way. And that's what I mean. There's so much healing to be brought in from the past. And it said you were ready for it, is what it just said. It said you were ready for it. Ready to recognize it. I just said 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Yeah. Beautiful. With the star energy here, that's so that message I was just giving you guys. With this star card, it particularly says in the description how when there was the Big Bang, you know, all the stardust flew out into the universe to create it as we see it, as we know it, and that those same elements and minerals and things in the universe that make up the stars are literally within your body, are literally what make this planet, are literally what fill the sky at night, and you are connected to the star. You are a star. And it wants me to mention, like, my own name, which is not going to be for every Virgo, of course, but my own name means star-like. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's literally bringing that reference to me right now, because it's just saying that, like, you are a star. Literally, you are a star. You're a star being. So it just said star seed, light worker. But even if you don't connect to those terms, you are a part of the universe, and the universe is a part of you. The universe made you who you are, and therefore you can make your own universe. I'm just sitting with this message. Like, you are so protected, you are so connected, you are just a gorgeous star. And there are so many times where you might feel like you are so lost on your path, but you are on the right path. And as long as you follow your own soul, it's mentioning the soul star chakra, which is literally above your head. That's what I was saying about, like, you're building these higher energies right now. You're working on these higher chakras, and when you follow your soul star chakra, you are connecting to your higher self. When you connect to your own spiritual being, you know you're on the right path. And whenever you feel lost, especially in the dark, creepy, forbidden, foresty looking woods, and you're just like, you feel really small, you know, oh my God, that was such a beautiful message. Holy crap. It was just saying, wow, Virgo. It just said that the stars look so small to us because they're so far away, but in truth, those stars are giants, right? They're giants. There's some stars out there that are bigger than our sun and our star that we have here close by, and that's what I mean. It's like there are stars out there that are so big you would not even be able to fathom how big and beautiful and shining and bright they are, but you are that star, and you connect to that energy, and just like please don't doubt yourself, Virgo. Please don't doubt yourself. And it just said baby. Like, it was like, please don't doubt yourself, baby. Like, you are just, whenever you feel lost, like, you've got to connect to your soul star chakra. It wants to get emotional in here, but it's kind of like holding it back, like refusing to, like, get emotional right now, because it's just like, dude, I do not want to go into that deep of an emotion right now, but it is very much recognizing that you have felt that way. And this spirit guide right off the bat is just said spirit guide, so there's definitely something in here talking to you like, honey, you are one with the universe, and you might look small and tiny and minuscule to some, and your path might look really crazy. There it goes. There's an emotion. It might look really crazy to some people, but like, you are like a giant. And some of those stars are called giants. You are like a blue giant, like a big giant star. Just keep following your path, for sure. My hand is like getting trembly up in here. This shaman is the magician, basically. So the shaman, masculine energy, and when I just flipped this over, it said, meet me in the middle. Because you are here on this earth plane, and that is the middle, and it just kind of mentioned Middle Earth, which I actually had that reference kind of coming through for Capricorn, so like Lord of the Rings type stuff, Middle Earth. It just said that's not the only reference, though, that Lord of the Rings gets a lot of references from pagan, Celtic-based mythology and religious practices, spiritual practices, and that's where Middle Earth is believed to be one of the 9 worlds. If you study Norse mythology, and that like literally like we are Middle Earth if you believe in those other realms in that way. And that's where it was saying like, meet me in the middle, meet me here on Earth, right? Meet me here on Earth. The spirit guide, it's saying like one, like there's like one main spirit guide, but that's where it's because we all connect back to that one source, right? That one source energy that exists all around you in the universe, but it's asking you to meet it here on Middle Earth, on the earth plane, within a corporeal body. This could very much be you, and that's where it's like you got to bring this soul star energy down into your body and become the shaman and become that energy, become that manifester. But the thing about the shaman is specifically that masculine energy, they are a doing action energy. And when they don't know what to do, you know what they do? They cross to the other realms and they cross to the other side to gain that wisdom and knowledge that they need for themselves. And that's why he has all the little tools. He has all the elements, water in this cup, fire here. He's got the stone, which is earth, and then air is the knife, and then earth is definitely like the animal bones and everything. He's got a staff, very much kind of like a Gandalf figure, right? And he's doing something. Look at the tattoos on this arm right here too. That's what I mean. And on this arm too, it's like there is just like, meet me in the middle. There is a masculine energy working through you, talking to you. This like bear energy here with the bear skin, like there is it's just saying like, meet me here in the middle, but it's very much talking about like on the earth plane, bringing energy down. And that's where it's like you're meeting within yourself, bringing all that power within yourself, because you have been dealing with like the emotional, it just said side effects and everything that have come from your soul journey, your spiritual journey. Meet me here in the middle on this earth plane. Make it happen for yourself in a way. And if you don't know what to do with that, then it's time for you to fully step into that shaman energy. Work up a spell, do a dream chant, do a drum circle, yoga, something, so that you can like go to the other side, go to the other realms, retrieve the knowledge that you need, and bring it back here to the earth plane for yourself to use. And that's where it's talking about dreams, and that's what I mean, that's very much what I do with my dreams. Like, there are so many messages and healing things that come through in my dreams, and I always consider that as like I'm dream walking, like I'm walking through a dream and learning these lessons, whether I'm in other realms or you want to just say it's my soul and like the landscape that's there. It's talking about like dream walking, like dream journeys. You go to other realms, you go to the other side, you interact with other spirits, and you bring that knowledge back to yourself here on the earth plane. And that's the thing, is like, you can stay in that dream world as much as you want, and you can stay in the spiritual stuff as much as you want, but the whole purpose is to bring it back here to your real life on the middle earth plane so that you can use it and master it and make things happen for yourself. Ooh, and something said, and that's what I'm going to do. So, okay. What's this one? Yes, boo. And look, this is all about dreams right now. You might be experiencing a lot of dreams right now, Virgo, because of all the astrological activity that is taking place. And this card right here, like, baby, this is the one right here. Because let me tell you, this page of bows, specifically in the book that comes in this deck, it specifically mentions dreams. It talks about how this is the messenger energy, this page of bows, this stoat. It can be kind of like strange news, not like negative, just like strange news, right? Like kind of like, whoa, like that came out of nowhere, or like, whoa, where'd that come from? And that's why it can also be represented as a stranger that steps into your life to bring you news. It can be represented as a dream. It can be represented as anything kind of in those lines. And bows is wands, which is fire energy, and that's what I mean, that's your spirit. There doesn't appear to be a bunch of fire in here, and that's because the fire is you, is this spirit guide. When I was working with this deck, like when I first got it, I pulled a card and I specifically asked for it to show me which card was my true self, and this is the card it gave me. And that's the message coming off of this card right now. It's like, you know your true self, you know your true self, and you know your gifts, Virgo. And it's very much being announced to you through dreams right now, through strange news and tidings that are coming in. And it's, like I said, it's like clairvoyant as fuck is what it said. Like, you just know what these are. And that's the other thing, the shaman is like, that's like his little messenger guide, the other form of his self, in a sense. Like, if he transforms into a different animal, like, this is, you are that messenger, right? Like, you are that dream messenger. You are the one that delivers this news. As much as it comes to you as well, you deliver this news to other people. And that's the thing, like, sometimes people just like open their mouths and tell me their dreams, and it's like, it's a message for me. It's someone like I might not even fully know, and they open their mouth and tell me their dreams, and I can just like feel the spirit message through it. Like, spirit just talks to me through dreams. My right foot is itching. You are on the path, baby. On the path. And that's what I mean. Like, people just open their mouths and tell me their dreams, and I can sense the messages, not only for them but for me. And that's where, okay, nice. It's talking about how, like, in the spiritual realm and on the earth plane, you have guides and energy that's feeding you. And that, and like the middle earth is like you are middle earth, because there are things out here in the world speaking to you and bringing you signs and energy. And there's the spirit realm of these dreams and everything, and it's like, it's wanting me to do like this, because it's like you're standing in the middle, and it's like, it just said like heat wave, like there's these waves of energy coming in. There's energies off the stars and astrology and planets and the universe coming in. There's energy off of the earth plane and these guides and spirits coming in, and you're that shaman just like working through it all. It very much wants me to like do all these hand things. It just said mudras and stuff, like, which I'd have to look up a whole bunch of mudras, but you know, there's all kinds of mudras and everything, and that's that shaman energy. You just know how to work with it, and you're mastering that. Boy, that is a beautiful message, Virgo. Definitely. Is there anything else that wants to come out for the Virgo reading? That was pretty powerful right there. I'm digging that. Oh, hang on. There's two that fell in my lap. There's one. Hang on, this other one just fell on the floor. With this Four of Vessels, boredom coming out, and the fact that it kind of like landed right here in that sense, you get very bored here on the earth plane sometimes, and that's because of the fact that you feel so connected to these other realms, to these dreams, to these spiritual places. And this is like the feminine energy to contrast with the masculine here. And that's where, like, inwardly, your feminine energy with this, and that's the cups, that's the emotions and everything. So what you really might be experiencing underneath a whole bunch of this doubt and kind of like, oh, my path and blah, like all that stuff, you're bored here on this earth plane because it just said, because you know there's so much more. Like, you are not satisfied with just chilling as a regular human being out here, and that's because you are awake. You're awake. You are a dream walker, and you walk through this world and the next and the others, and you are just not satisfied just living like everybody else out here, Virgo. You is saying need, like you need this spiritual path and connection in your life, and you need these dreams because that is what brings you joy, that is what excites you, that is what makes you feel like this magician, like this shaman, because you've been working with it for so long too. If you're that clairvoyant and everything, right, you've been working with it for so long that you're like, you can't go back, right? Like, you cannot go back to just a regular life. It also wants to point out to me, like, my life path is 1. I have the life path number of 1. So again, a Virgo message here on my channel is always going to be personal for me because I'm a Virgo, but like, it's very much talking about your life path number. You specifically, the 1 is always you, or the start of potential, or like, you know, like you are the key. You're the one that manipulates things and makes it happen. You are the shaman, and manipulate is not a negative word in this case. It's talking about manipulating energies. You are the warlock, the wizard, the shaman, the witch, if you don't want it to be a masculine, right? Like, you are, and if you don't like those terms, you're a light worker, you're a star seed, you are a high priestess, you are like whatever. Pick a term, right? Pick a term. Pick one, because they're all the same. It all comes from source. It is all the same thing. This is you to a T. My right calf just, yes, that's confirmation from a masculine energy for sure. You are not happy here within yourself. That's your feminine energy. That's your emotions and your intuition inside and all of your feelings. You are not happy on this earth plane just chilling like a regular human being, because you know that you have been able to work with these energies before. You know that you can master this, that you have mastered this. It said like dreams are totally your thing, magic is your thing, the spiritual life is your thing. This is who you truly are. This is your true path. You know that for sure within yourself because you are connected to it. You've learned that from the past. And the things you've learned from the past have shown you that everything that you've ever struggled through has led you to a better place. And that's where it's like, so if you're feeling this boredom energy, guess what? It's because you're about to, it just said start over with this Ace of Stones in the foundation of life. You are about to start a brand new path, which the maze that's here on this stone is what you see on the world card in this deck, which is a full completion. And that's what I mean. It's like you've already, you're about to start over. You're about to start something new. You have a new foundation of life. This is the Ace of Pentacles too. This is legit real. Something on this earth plane you are about to start over with. And check out all this green. Something's happening on this earth plane and it's about to pick up and start up for you. And you are the key to it because you are reaping wisdom from these other realms, from your spirit guides here on this earth, from whatever is working in your world for you. You sense it, you feel it, you know it inside and out. You might not have known what the underlying energy was, and it's here to tell you it's this Four of Cups. You're discontent, you're bored, you're not happy with just settling for things anymore. but you're also not necessarily going out of your way to like look for stuff to fill up your life, and that's not a bad thing. I think that there's a bit of a lesson there about like you get worried about pursuing your path because it makes you feel lost, because maybe there's other people around you or just things in life that don't make sense. You don't know what to do with it, right? So you're not like going out of your way to get something started, but you are definitely just dissatisfied. And so that's where the universe has been bringing you some things, bringing you some dreams, bringing you some wisdom to help kind of nudge you in the right direction. It doesn't feel like a fast movement. It feels like like you're getting nudged down your path in the right direction, and that's the energy you need to take. And with the Ace of Stones, it's very real, very, very real, very solid, totally new beginning, foundational level of stuff. Something's being built up. Can be finances, can be business, can be home, can be family, can just be like a new way of life that's very concrete and real. It's not just an idea in your mind or your heart. It is actually happening and taking place. Okay? Let's give it a couple of shuffles. Anything else coming out for Virgo? Last one. I just said last call, and then it said closing time. There it is. It's in my lap. Just gave me that song Closing Time. And all the doors and let you out into the world. And of course the chorus says like, I know who I want to take me home, and like that's a very happy song in my world. It's a song I grew up with from my childhood. That's what I was saying, learn from the past. But the song is Closing Time, so like that whole entire song is just about like, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. We're wrapping up the bar. It's like a feel-good song of like being with friends and being out, and you know, like you just had a good time. And it's closing time. It's time to go home and go to sleep. We've been talking about dreams and everything, right? And he's like, time to go home and go to sleep. Beautiful song there. That's beautiful. But definitely if you're closing out a cycle and you're about to start something new, it's closing time and you're about to start over. And the last card that came out here is the Nine of Bows, which is respect. A Nine of Bows can be, what's a Nine of Wands, can very much be wounded warrior energy sometimes. This card doesn't take it so much in the wounded way, and I'm glad, because like I think you're kind of tired of feeling lost and wounded. But this figure, this man, first of all, has antlers, very much a hybrid, right? Man of the forest, has grown his horns, your horns. You can always be any of these figures, Virgo. And it just said has his bow. But the thing about this guy is he's got lots of scars from just like living in the woods and being rough and going through life in general. And you pick up scars along the way, living life on this earth plane. And it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're definitely like a starseed light worker person, Virgo, because whoever's listening to this pile, like, you're very focused on your life here on the earth plane because you know that there's other things out there that you've been connected to before. Living as a human on this earth plane, you get scarred. There's things on our journey that hurt us. They make us stronger all the time. That gets really tiring and frustrating, but that's where this guy's been very resilient and very fierce. It's very much like the energy of the shaman, like on the move, not just chilling at home, kind of doing his stuff, like very much on the hunt, on the pursuit, on the move. And in the process of all of life's lessons, what he reaped the most? Respect for self, respect for the environment, respect for the animals that he goes and hunts and kills and therefore eats, and then works with their bones, works with their spirit and everything. Very connected to some earth energy, even though this is a Wands energy. He has the inner fire, the inner passion, and drive and skill and knowledge, but very much wild, just part of the woods. And it said like coming forward. That's what I mean, like coming out of the card. Like this is like coming out of the card at you. And this you too, coming out of this reading, coming out of these cards, you're like moving forward out of it. It's very much about like your respect for yourself. Wow, it just gave me a Christmas song for some reason, but it was saying like dashing, and it said dashing through the snow. It just picked up like jingle bells or something. Definitely dashing, right? Ooh, it just gave me the word dashing too as like a compliment for someone that's like handsome or something, right? Like, so very dashing. All of that fire energy. Someone looks dashing. They're moving in a dashing way. They are dashing through the snow, like even though we're in the middle of summer. Oh, you know what though? It's wintertime in the southern hemisphere, so that's what, okay, okay. Anyway. Interesting little references here. I don't know who that's connecting to, but that's really interesting. But yeah, you've just reaped a lot of respect. It's kind of saying like maybe since Christmas time, which was 6 months ago, so since the winter time, there's definitely been like a lot of respect that's been built, and wildness and scars picked up along the way. And it's made you very fierce is what it's saying. It's made you very fierce. Like, you were a fierce warrior, Virgo. You've been through some shit on your path. And it said, I'm just not slowing down now. Not slowing down. Because I've learned from the past. I've picked up these battle scars. I've been through the hunt. I've been through the kill. I've been through the journey, the thorns, the thicket, the wild, crazy, forbidden forest crap. Like, I've been through all of that. And it said like dark night of the soul. Like, you've been through just all of it. It's bringing me very much to the forest of like Snow White, where it was like tearing at her clothes and everything. Like, that's what I mean. Like, you say you've been through the whole entire journey, and you ain't even a princess no more. Because your princess energy is like, yo, this sucks. Like, this earth plane is like not at all what I was planning on, and it's just not doing the thing. Your masculine energy, your action energy, your very deep spiritual energy is like, that's because that's not what you belong to. You belong to so much more. And I know that it's hurt kind of living this life on the earth plane, but you've picked up so many beautiful lessons and you have mastered them. You are the shaman, and it's time to start over again. You're almost there. You're coming out with the cards. You're coming out with this respect, and you're moving forward. And you need to go after whatever this fresh start is right here. That's what I got for you, Virgo. Whew, beautiful. Love it. Like I said, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Donate if you feel like it. So much love to you guys, and definitely blessings on your journey. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you.